Welcome to this quick chat. We do know that motor insurance rates for the next year are going to be increased. In fact, the proposed rates are already out. Let's quickly run through some of the details. I have with me Mr. Subramanyam of SBI General as well as Mahavir of Cover Fox. Thanks, gentlemen, very much for joining in for this quick chat. First things first, Mr. Subramanyam, I was taking a look at the increase across the board. So between two-wheelers and cars, I think it's between 4.5%, going up to 21% for certain two-wheelers. Is this par for the course? Is this the kind of increase we see every year?
Yes, I would say it is par for the course, and this is the outcome of a very scientific exercise undertaken by the regulator, because they've looked at something like 8 years data with respect to motor third-party premiums before deciding on these rate increases. The fact that they're increasing, I think, suggests quite clearly that from an insurance company's perspective, the outgo by way of claims still continues to exceed the income by way of premium. So some kind of correction is required. But I would say that it is pretty much par for the course in terms of the increases.
Okay, Mahavir, your thoughts?
Yeah, so it's actually a fair increase in premium. Like you said, it's just started from around 4 to 20%. I don't think it is a very big dent in the pocket of a customer, given the kind of cover that you are getting in the policy. So overall, our view is, and what we are hearing from customers is that it's okay, meaning it's absolutely fine. These kind of changes every year do happen, and third-party premiums do increase. Like what Subramanyam just mentioned, is that there is viability issue, right? Meaning in terms of what is being paid for and what is being collected, right?
Sure.
So it has to be accounted for, and premiums need to change.
Okay.
So that's what, like what Subramanyam mentioned, is that IRDAI does this exercise every year and then corrects premium every year to ensure that, you know, the overall business and the ecosystem remains viable.
Absolutely. However, I mean, I just want to know what's the feedback, because there have been dramatic changes right from last year when, you know, the third-party insurance, the extent of it was extended. I mean, now you need to have insurance for 3 years for four-wheelers, and I think it's 5 years for two-wheelers. So the cost of insurance did go up, and now we have, on top of that, the yearly increase. So what is the feedback from the marketplace?
The market phase, by and large, I would say, while I wouldn't say that the customer is always happy with the premium increase, I think considering the fact that on the claim side, Survi, we have almost unlimited liability. So in the event of a third-party death or injury, insurance companies face the possibility of sometimes compensation running into crores of rupees. So bearing that in mind, I think the increases are fairly reasonable. And market feedback is that I think, as Mahavir mentioned, it's okay. The customer can live with it.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
Okay. And Mahavir, quick last point on this. You know, there was also this whole talk about whether you should take a bundled policy, own damage and third party, or you should take them separately. What have you been advising, and what will the advice be looking at the new rates?
See, when you're buying a car and you are basically wanting to ensure that you take care of the car, right? And it definitely makes sense in the kind of coverages that you get, right, with zero depreciation in place now. And for newer cars, it makes huge sense for you to have, you know, a full cover, right, than to have only a third-party cover that you buy. The larger reason is that today accidents are obviously only increasing. The number of cars on the road are increasing. So it really makes sense, and we've seen hardly any customers who regret buying a comprehensive cover.
Sure.
Right. Sure. So our recommendation always has been buy the best cover, buy a fully loaded cover. You have bought a car which has been your aspiration, which you always wanted to buy, take care of it, right? It's being financed by a very, very beautifully woven policy by insurers.
Sure.
So our recommendation, like I said, is to buy a fully loaded comprehensive policy.
Okay, if you love your car, go ahead and insure it. It's as simple as that. Thank you very much for the quick thoughts.